morning, Beaufort High. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Austin.
Today is Tuesday, November 20th.
And you're watching the morning news.
Attention seniors, Beaufort High School announces the return of the graduation celebration trip to Grad Bash at Universal Orlando, Aquatica, and SeaWorld, April 5th through the 7th. Grad Bash is a once-in-a-lifetime all-night grad celebration at 2 Universal Orlando parks. Spots are limited and available on a first-come, first-served basis. A non-refundable deposit of $100 on or before November 21st is required to reserve a spot for the senior trip. See Mrs. T. Smith in room 2205 for more information.
All students planning to participate in the field trip to the Dock Street Theater to see A Christmas Carol on December 5th must turn in a permission slip and payment receipt to Ms. Corbett as soon as possible. Payment may be made either to Ms. Gadley in the bookkeeper's office or online.
Student Council class presidents, please review the Google Classroom and upload your information pertaining to the winter semi-formal dance and basketball homecoming to their respective Google Slides by Tuesday, November 20th.
Two Beaufort High robotics teams competed at the Low Country Qualifier in Charleston on Saturday. They finished second and third out of 20 teams. The B team was aligned with a very strong Palmetto Scholars team and won the tournament. In their first tournament, Team B has earned a trip to the SC State Championships and U.S. Nationals. Way to go.
Model UN will have a meeting today after school from 4 to 5 p.m. in Mr. Miller's room.
FBLA is sponsoring a trip to see the Festival of Lights at the James Island County Park on Friday, December 14th. The Festival of Lights is a 3-mile driving tour of more than 2 million lights. The cost is $25, which includes transportation and park entry fee, and is due by November 30th. Seats are limited, so act fast. See Ms. T. Smith in room 2205 for more information.
Interact is sponsoring a Crazy Ugly Holiday Sweater contest on Friday, December 7th. Students may purchase an armband from any Interactor or Mrs. Kid or Mrs. M&M for $1. Sweaters will be worn on December 7th with uniform bottoms. Students can nominate themselves or their friends by uploading their pictures to Google Classroom using the code on the screen. Prizes will be awarded at the next Interact meeting on December 13th at 3:45 in the small auditorium. Your pictures will be displayed on the morning news throughout the week of December 10th. All proceeds will go to support our BHS families and local charities. Hey Beaufort High, I'm Austin and this is your sports news. Let's begin with a recap of sports from last week. The boys varsity basketball team traveled to Charleston to compete in the Bishop England preseason tournament. The Eagles lost the first game to a strong Pinewood Prep team. Leading scorers were Jamad Rivers with 12 points, Trey Hayward with 9, and Josh Aiken with 8. Warren Dickens grabbed 7 rebounds, followed by Rivers and Hayward with 5 each. In Game 2, the Eagles responded loud and clear with a win over Low Country Leadership School 55-49. Top scorers were Hayward with 17 points and 7 assists, and Rivers with 11 points. Aiken, Dickens, and Desmond Gaillard snatched 8 rebounds each. The varsity boys Eagles now stand at 1-1 on the season. Next game is November 27th at home versus May River. On Saturday, the wrestling team traveled to West Ashley for the Sandlapper preseason tournament. We had 2 champions in their weight class, Michael Cincy at 170 pounds and Dorian Glover at 182 pounds. We also had 2 second-place finishes, Tyreek Reed at 126 pounds and Matthew Durant at 138 pounds. Add to that 3 third-place finishes, Kwan Johnson at 132, Robert Crookshank at 152, and Dominic Alston at 160. The Eagles will be back in action Monday, November 26th at home versus Somerville at 6 p.m. This week we have limited teams in action. The varsity girls basketball team will be participating in the Somerville Holiday Tournament this weekend. When we return from break, the winter sports teams will be in full swing. The lacrosse team will host a spirit night at Hearth Pizza tonight from 5 to 9 p.m. 10% of all sales will be donated to the lacrosse team. Hope to see you there. Girls preseason soccer will be every Tuesday from 4:05 to 5:30 on the practice field beginning December 4th. Soccer balls will not be needed the first 2 days. Parent permission and physical paperwork must be submitted to Coach Baker and Coach Lyles prior to practicing. That's your sports news. Go Eagles.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated for a moment of silence.
Thanks for watching.
Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight,